Hey everyone, how you all keeping today? This is Peter and I want to bring you another non-Lego brick build, time-lapse build that this train is from the brand called Kazi. And I'm now showing you another train in my AliExpress haul, as that's the first time I've ever used that one, but I didn't get this one from AliExpress. I got this one from a seller on eBay, and it looked really nice as it's very much the TGV, original TGV PSE train that used to run from Paris down to Lyon, and it's very identical to that, but it's a city train and it's called the Sky High Speed Train. Reference number is KY98223 and this set has 1,287 pieces. And just as a disclaimer, this train set does not come in a box. I've just repacked this into a box because it came in a mailer bag, just like the one I got from AliExpress in that video, and it had my name and address all plastered all over it, and it wouldn't be a very wise decision to have personal information all over YouTube now, would it? So common sense kicked in, so I decided to just repack it and just show it as it is in this box, and it does look a very nice, cool train. So let's get started, and without further ado, let's fire up the time-lapse build then, shall we? finally, and 2 days later, as this took me 2 days to build this, because this train set does have 1,287 pieces. Now there's some good bits and some bad bits about this. Now, as you will see when it runs on the tracks, I'm going to show you in action in a moment, I had to improvise with some parts as I didn't get quite enough of the black 1x1 flat studded tiles to complete the glazing, but I got extra of the round grey cylinders, so I had to do that, which was a bit of a letdown. So this one is made by Kazi. The quality is questionable. I'm just going to make sure my track is snapped together properly like that, because we don't want to repeat a last time. And to be quite frankly honest, it's okay, but you do get what you pay for. But at least one thing, right? I'll just bring this into the view. Okay, you do get a brick separator. It's not as good as the Lego one, but for the prices these go for, anything from, I've seen them sell anywhere from 35 UK pounds to about 60 UK pounds. And what you do, you press this green button to turn it on and off. So when you press the green button, you'll get a visual with a green light on the box, which just uses 5 AAA batteries. There's no remote control, and to move it forwards, just put it on 1 notch and off it goes. Also, you'll see it has headlights and everything as well, so I'm just going to hold the temporary pontoon, as you do get a little bit more track with this train set compared to the other one, and I think there's about 3 or 4 notches where you can turn the dial if you want it to go faster. Not recommended on this tight loop of track, but if you have larger radius third-party curved track other than this Lego style 40 stud radius track, then you'll be okay. But to be quite frankly honest, it does the job. And for me, the reason I got this Kazi one is because not only do I like to cover other brick sets that are made by other brands besides Lego, but Lego did make this one back in 2013, and the prices are close to about anything from 385 UK pounds to well over 500 pounds for a box set. And to be honest, even if I could afford that straight off the bat, I can't really justify paying 3,000 to 5,000% more than what the set would have cost brand new directly from Lego. But that's just part of the annoyances of the hobby really. But for me, this third party Kazi train is more than enough, and it does come with a screwdriver, which you might have seen in the time-lapse build, and all in all, the screws are not even attached to the box, because I was trying to unscrew it thinking that the metal screws were in there, but they were inside a bag inside the box, which I'll just show you here. Like so, there's the screws for the battery box, and it's just a friction fit, so I don't really need the screws. But it's ideal if youngsters was using this set, as then the batteries would be safely locked away. But, and I think that's the reason why they do include screws, but for me, as an editor, try that again, adult Lego and non-Lego fan, and being very creative and stuff, I don't need to lock it up. I don't have any children to worry about, so there's no dangers of batteries getting swallowed or anything. But it's nice for Kazi to include screws where parents can secure the batteries into the box so that they are safely away, and youngsters can have fun with just running trains on a Lego or a non-Lego brick railway like this. So would I recommend this one? Well, I'm going to say with caution. Just make sure you've got some spare black coloured 1x1 tile studs available, as I was short with this set. But I do like it because this one has lights, unlike the other train that I built in the last video that we kickstart this year in November 2025 off with, right? That was another Kazi train set, but it was under the brand of City Power, and that had 2 minifigures. Now this Kazi train set also has 6 minifigures, but the quality is not a patch on Lego, and I didn't include the build of those because I just didn't think it would be that interesting, and I didn't want it to be a tedious part of the time-lapse build, and I've already had to unload the memory card so that I could do more footage. That's how long this train set took to build, 2 days solid, and my memory card is only 64 gigabytes, and the video files with this newer camera they seem to be a lot larger than on the old camera for whatever reason, but they are still MP4, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So yeah, it's a nice train set, but I recommend it with caution, because, and I think you can get these a lot cheaper off AliExpress, but I got this one off eBay, and there is no remote control. Instead you just get a dial, which is the orange dial on top of the locomotive, to set the speed, of which is 4 notches forwards and 4 notches backwards. But I wouldn't recommend running it full blast on this track, but if you have a larger layout than I do here, you can run it at a much faster speed, and you do get 4 traction tyres, which I did fit during the time-lapse build. So yeah, it's not a bad train set, and I'm just going to stop it there. It does buzz a bit when you turn it on and then let it go, but I want to end this video on a good note. I did enjoy building it overall. I got a little bit flustered when I was trying to find the black tiles, the tile studs to do the glazing, because as you can see it's got the narrow glazing, and I've put all the minifigures inside the coaches, and I've put the train driver in the cab. So yeah, it's okay, but just recommend it with caution really. I will get another one because I'm going to make this a double set. It deserves it, and I did have some fun building that. So we'll leave it there, folks. Okay, I just want to say big thank you for watching all the way through to the end, and pardon me getting tongue-tied earlier, as I'm a bit tired. I've had a long day, and I will see you in the next upload. Take care of yourselves, keep on being creative, keep on enjoying the things you love, and I will see you all in the next upload. And I will have the final Kazi train to come, and I do have some Mould King train sets that I'm looking forward to covering as well, and they will all have their perks and attributes. We'll see how good they are compared to Lego. Obviously this one ain't bad, and this is a nice cheap alternative, as I wasn't prepared to pay through the nose for the official Lego one, so I went for this Kazi version, which It does the job, and that's good enough for me. I'll see you in the next upload. Take care everyone.